Good morning, ultimate hustlers and digital empire builders. It is that time for the Cortez Hustle Show. And today we're doing part 2 of our email marketing series, 13 tactics to building your email list fast. We're going to break down why it's so important for business owners, particularly local business owners, to be building an email list. Is one of the things that will allow you to compete with a national brand. So we're going to break that down today. So do me a huge favor, comment in the chat where you're from, drop the name of your business and of your brand. Smash that share button, ladies and gentlemen, and let's kick it this morning.
Yo, what's up, ultimate hustlers, and welcome to the Cortez Hustle Show, the business podcast for the entrepreneur of the 21st century. And I'm your host, Cortez Hustle. Our goal is to give you a behind-the-scenes look at how the world's greatest hustlers build amazing brands, scale their businesses to incredible heights, sell more, make more, and create mass movements that impact the world. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned vet or you're sitting on the sidelines with aspirations to one day unleash your inner hustle. This show will provide the insights into how pure grit, determination, and hard work has morphed into some of the most iconic brands and personalities and how they are moving the culture forward. You'll get a mix of solo shows featuring yours truly, as well as interviews and content from other hustlers that I either know personally or I've learned from or whose grind I've come to know and respect. And you'll also get exclusive recordings from our membership called Monetize My Life Academy, which you can check out at monetizemylifeacademy.com. That's a program where we go live every month with some of the best hustlers on the planet, sharing best practices on how we all can explode our brands with advanced branding and marketing tactics, business development strategies, and financial game planning necessary to build the empires we all desire. Again, that's at monetizemylifeacademy.com. If you like today's episode, chances are the hustlers you're connected to will like it as well. Share it with those in your network. And when you do, use hashtag Cortez Hustle so I can see you and hopefully give you a shout out and share you in my stories. So check out today's episode and make sure you subscribe to the feed on your favorite podcasting networks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cortez Hustle Show. I am, of course, your host, Cortez Hustle, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur, coming to you live and direct from the Local Biz Marketing Pro Studios right here in St. Louis, Missouri. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are in business and you need help with your marketing, then you need to reach out to localbizmarketingpros.com. Ask about their free website audit and a marketing strategy session. They literally will go over your website with you, its performance, see why you're not ranking in Google, give you some tips and strategies, and actually map out a game plan for you. Even if you don't hire them, you'll walk away with a game plan that you can share with your marketing department, your marketing team, and make sure that they're executing on certain things. Today, we're talking about email marketing, 13 tactics to build your email list super fast. How many guys out there are already building an email list? How many guys out there got the software, the tools that you need to be building and growing an email list? How many guys know how important it is to be building an email list? That's what we'll be talking about today. This is part 2 of a 2-part series. We'll kind of recap what we went over in part 1. I'll also put a link in the comments to part 1 for you guys to go check that out. But I'm excited about this, man, because understanding the power of email list building and how to nurture that list is essential to the business growth of any business in today's online driven marketplace. So you got to understand how to do that. A couple quick announcements before we get the show started. Huge congratulations to my girl Ariel Bivens-Biggs over at Young Biz Kids and YBK Day. It was a huge success, ladies and gentlemen. 50 young entrepreneurs at Harrisville State University making money, making connections, sharing that experience of being young entrepreneurs. And a lot of them didn't know that they are part of a documentary that's being done on Ariel for Nickelodeon. And so the crew from Nickelodeon was there. film crews from PBS was there. They're also doing a mini documentary. A lot of other media outlets were there. It was just a huge success. And all of the other YBK days all over the country were successful as well. I think there was only one that had some rain, so they kind of had to make some adjustments there. But it was an amazing turnout. So congratulations to my girl Ariel. Also, if you are a local business owner and you want to stay up to date on marketing tips and strategies, then I don't know if you guys know that we have a free Facebook group called Local Biz Marketing Mastermind. It is specific for tactics and strategies for those who are trying to dominate their local marketplace. So I put the link to that in the comments as well for you guys to check that out. Last but not least, as I tell you guys all the time, if you're getting value from this show, but not just this show, any of your influencers online, especially on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook and Instagram is now allowing us to monetize our content. So make sure you go out to the link that I put in the comments, grab some grab some stars is what Facebook calls them. And then when you are seeing your favorite influencers providing value, go ahead and drop some stars on them, man. That helps pay the bills, and we'd appreciate you guys for that so much. So we start every episode of the Cortez Hustle Show with a quote of the day on one of my business pages. I posted it earlier today, but the quote is simple. It's an African proverb that says this: everybody changes, but not everybody improves. Oh, I'm gonna run that back. Everybody changes, but not everybody improves. See, the one inevitable that life throws at us is that every day we are all changing. But in order to improve, ladies and gentlemen, we must be intentional, right? We have to give our time, energy, effort, and money into those things that we intentionally want to see improve in our lives. Because there are laws that govern this universe. And one of the laws of physics is that, I forget the actual name of this, those things that go unattended deteriorate, right? Period. That's a law of physics. If you don't tend to something, then it tends to get worse over time. So you are constantly changing, ladies and gentlemen. But if you are not being intentional with how you're changing, doesn't always equal to improvement. So you want to map out some goals for yourself. What is it how do you want to change for the better? And you march down that road. So that is the quote of the day right here on the Cortez Hustle Show. We're going to get started. We got a lot to cover today. I'll share some of these slides with you guys as well. So let me pull that up. So we're talking 13 tactics that will help you build an email list quickly. Now, understand this, people. Building an email and nurturing that email list is two totally different things. But I want you to understand first and foremost the importance of building an email list and how to build an email list. And once you have the list, you can then learn how to nurture that list. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. So let me see if I can share my screen and bring some of this stuff up. We're going to recap real quick the first 6. I think we made it through 6 or 7 last week. And then we're going to wrap up the rest of them today. So comment in the chat. Are you already building an email list? Or can you honestly say, like your boy, this is something that I have not focused on in all the many years of growing my business, right? So 13 powerful tactics to building your email list super fast. So we went over last week why it's important, right? So consider these tactics. By 2022, this year, it's expected that 4.3 billion people will use email on a regular basis, right? In 2017, 269 billion emails were sent and received every day. For every dollar you spend on email marketing, you can expect, once you get good at nurturing your list, you can expect to get $32 in return. That's a 3,200% return on investment, right? And I didn't know this. So now I understand, okay, I just built my first 8-part email sequence for people who grab my online marketing checklist, right? But then how do you continue to nurture people over time, right? 81% of all businesses still rely on email as their primary customer acquisition channel. The average open rate for a welcome email is 82%. This is something that you'll learn when we get into the nurturing of emails is when you sell a product or service, that first email that goes out has the highest open rate of any other email. So understanding how to leverage that space, how to take advantage of your customer's attention at that moment is super, super powerful. 49% of consumers say they would like to receive promotional emails from their favorite brands on a weekly basis, right? It's easy to forget just how effective email is when it comes to building your business. Every address on your email list represents potential customers and potential dollars in your bank account. An email list is a list of people who have expressed interest in your business. There are a few things more valuable to your marketing efforts than your email list. But building an email list is no simple task. So in this presentation, you'll discover 13 powerful tactics that will help you build your email list rapidly. You'll need a dedicated email marketing software to store all of your contacts, enable you to send out emails, create pop-up forms, etc. So let me just show you guys. I'm going to take this opportunity and do a shameless plug, right, of our sales opportunity system over at the Black Bear Success website. And I want you to understand that having the right tools is critically important. So we offer a suite of tools at Black Bear Success that includes an email autoresponder that allows you to collect an unlimited amount of emails, but then allows you to send out up to, I'm just going to show you, up to, let me see, let me make sure that I blow this up big enough so you guys can see it. But you can send out up to 20,000 emails every single month. So as your list continues to grow, you can literally engage with that list without worrying about your bill increasing, right? So if I scroll down here, you'll see that all of these tools, templates, and trainings comes with our system, right? So dedicated phone number, website and funnel builder, your CRM is where you collect your customers, but our email autoresponder, collect unlimited emails, segregate lists with tags, and send up to 20,000 emails per month. But what's cool about our system is we also allow you SMS text messaging automation where you can send up to 2,500 text messages per month. So that's more along the lines of nurturing your leads, right? Once you have people who have given you their name, email address, and we're going to share with you the tactics on how to do that. Once they give you their name, email address, and phone number, then how do you build the relationship with them over time? And I'll just drop this on you because I know some of you guys can't stick around for the whole show, but the way you build relationships is through value. And I don't care what you sell, every business is a relationship business. And the sooner we wrap our minds around that, the more successful we can be in business, point blank, period. I hope you guys understand that, right? The sooner you can wrap your mind around the fact that every one of you listening to the sound of my voice, no matter what product or service you sell, you, my friend, are in a relationship business, right? So email marketing, text message marketing, Instagram DMing and Facebook Messenger, right? Using bots to communicate with your customers and prospects. The focus should be on building relationships, right? Because once I build a relationship with you, I can then begin to understand the problems that you are struggling with. And if I offer solutions to those problems, then I'm not a salesperson at that time. I'm a friend offering help to get you out of a painful situation, right? And that's how you transform your business, ladies and gentlemen, by focusing on being more of a relationship builder and not a sales person. So let's go back to our slideshow. All right, so we talked about blackbizsuccess.com. Now, I get it. Our program, because it's an all-inclusive suite, is a couple $100s a month. If you don't have a couple $100s a month, then you can start with something like a MailChimp.com. Go to MailChimp.com and look at their free email autoresponder, and that can get you started up to a certain level. But then when you get over, I think 1,000 emails, they start charging you and things of that nature. So check out what you need, but you should be focusing on building emails, right? So again, some of the solid email marketing options include ConvertKit, ActiveCampaign, BlackBiz Success app, of course, MailChimp, right? So tactic number 1, get in the habit of creating value, right? When you create valuable content, I'll give you an example. Last week, you guys know that I talked a lot about the Black-owned business chit chat that I was a part of last week. Well, I was asked to come in and give a keynote speech about marketing and business in general and how to be successful in business. Well, at that event, I did one of my signature talks called the 314 State of Mind, right? It's about businesses and the 3 truths that you must accept, the 1 error that most businesses are making, and the 4 areas of focus, right? I call that the 314 State of Mind. Well, guess what? I recorded that entire presentation. Well, guess what? Because that's a valuable piece of content, I could easily set up an email opt-in for people to get access to that speech. And I can give it away for free in exchange for a name, email address, and phone number. And that's what's meant by creating valuable content, right? You create opportunities to give and solve people's problems in exchange for their email. So what is the big picture? You need to give people a compelling reason to give you their email address. Perhaps the best, most effective way to rapidly build your email list is to constantly create outstanding, high-value content on your website. And that propels people to want to give you their name and email address so they can stay connected to you so they don't miss a beat. So how do you show people that you'll add value in their inbox? People will be much more likely to sign up for and stay on your email list if they know they'll be receiving valuable content from you regularly, right? In-depth blog posts, high-value videos, white papers, case studies, tutorials, how-to guides, right? Those are valuable content options, right? Tactic number 2, create pop-up forms. Let me just show you guys what it looks like to create a pop-up form, right? So if I go back to the BlackBiz Success website, and I'm going to refresh it, I'm going to show you guys real quick what is a pop-up. So I'm on the BlackBiz Success app website, and if I go to leave the website, boom, you see that pop-up. Make sure that they know that they can get our system for $197 today, then $197 per month. Now, this pop-up shows up on our sales page, but if I was on another one of our pages on the website, then it would just show up as an opportunity for them to grab our email list, right? So let's look at Local Biz Marketing Pros website, for instance, right? If I go to Local Biz Marketing Pros website, right? And I go to leave that website, boom, download your free checklist here, right? What checklist am I talking about? If I go down to the bottom of the website, you see right here, I'm offering a free ultimate internet marketing checklist for local service businesses, right? And then if I try to leave the website, then it will show that pop-up. So that's what's meant by a pop-up. Do you have something like that on your website so that you're constantly reminding people that if they give you their name and email address, you're going to provide value to them in their email box? So we're going to recap the others, and then we're going to get through this list today. We're not going to do a part 3 to this. We're going to get through this today. But y'all know what time it is, man. It is 7:20. So every day on the Cortez Hustle Show around 7:20, we do something called 1 minute motivation. That's where we play a motivational video, usually 60 to 90 seconds or so. And I ask you to comment a couple takeaways for those of you who are watching us live and you're able to type. Then comment a couple takeaways. I'll give a couple takeaways as well. So let's get into 1 minute motivation right here on the Cortez Hustle Show.
How do you stop making excuses? This is actually pretty simple. And I said it the other day, and you have to realize, you have to know, you have to accept that all your excuses are lies. They are lies, all of them. Think about the things that you tell yourself, the lies you use to rationalize taking the easy road. Taking the easy road and leaving discipline behind. Think about them.
Always something there to build a case on why you can't move on, why you can't grow to the next level, why you can't begin to manifest your greatness, why you can't begin to live life on your terms. Always something there to block you, to keep you where you are, and keep you from beginning to develop your true greatness. Always some fear. How do we handle it? And I'm saying that if you've been hiding out behind but, if you've been using the fact that you don't have enough money or you don't have the education, take it head on. Go get the education.
You don't have time. That's a lie. You don't have support. That's a lie. You don't know the best way. Or you're too old, or you're too young. Of course you're too old or too young. Lie. And there's, you're too busy. Sure you are. That's a lie.
Hoo-wee. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to accept the fact that all, not some, not a few, not most, but all of your excuses were lies? Every single one of them. You're lying to yourself, man. We always talk about why we can't do something. Many of us will flip that on its head and talk about why we can. Right? We run into a difficult situation. This is why I can't do it. Instead of talking about why we can. You know what I like to do? I like to look back on the times in my life where I thought I couldn't do something, and I pressed forward and I tried and I gave it my best and it turned out all right and I did it anyway. Those are the Red Sea moments in your life. Every single one of us, right? Steve Harvey talks about this a lot. We're all batting 1,000 when it comes to overcoming difficult situations in our lives. How do I know? Because you're here. We've all been in situations where we literally did not know how we were going to make it out. We've been in situations where we thought it was a wrap. This thing's going to take me out of here. I don't know how I'm going to make it, get it. But yet we're still here. So what does that mean? That means somehow we figured out how to get through it, how to overcome it, how to go around it. And we are here. I want you to take those experiences, right? And keep those at the ready. So when you run up against opposition, when you run up against adversity, those things are at the ready in your mind. So you know what? I've been up against a wall like this in my past and I got through it. So I will get through this also. That, my friends, is 1 Minute Motivation right here on the Cortez Hustle Show, brought to you by Local Biz Marketing Pros. We are solving the biggest marketing challenges facing local small businesses. LocalBizMarketingPros.com. All we want to do is help you optimize your online presence, increase your lead flow, grow your revenue, and contribute more to the local communities that you serve. LocalBizMarketingPros.com. So if you're just joining us, we're talking about 13 tactics to build your email list fast. Why is that important, right? Your email list keeps you from starting over every month. Do you know that it is a lot easier to sell products and services to existing people than it is to sell products and services to brand new people? So if you're building your list and you're nurturing that list and you're keeping that relationship tight with those people, it's easier to sell them another product than to go out and get a new person to buy their first product from you. That's what big business has figured out. That's what the national brands have figured out. But us local small businesses have not quite. Constantly, local businesses tend to treat people like the cell phone companies used to treat people, right? How did the cell phone companies used to treat people? Y'all know this. The cell phone companies would give the new people the best deals, the free phones, the unlimited plans at a deep, deep discount. But the existing customers, we couldn't get those same plans, those same deals, right? Local small businesses tend to treat our customers like the cell phone companies. No, your best deals you should be giving to the people who are already spending money with you. Cell phone companies are just now starting to do that since the pandemic, when things got really, really competitive for them. You see, now they have their commercials and they say, everybody gets our best deal. But that wasn't always the case, sir, right? You send out a coupon. It's cool to send those to to entice new people to come into your store, entice new people to do business with you. But you should have some special stuff that's going out to the people who've already spent money with you, right? That's critically important. So tactic number 3 is create a landing page, right? So you have to have a way for people to give you their name and email address, right? So this is an example of a landing page. Download this free coaching magazine template. Yes, I want it. They click on that button and a place pops up for them to put in the name and email address, right? You can send people directly to them when they ask how to sign up for your email newsletter, right? I have, matter of fact, let me just go grab that for y'all. I have the link that goes directly to my checklist, right? So if you guys are interested in our free ultimate online marketing checklist for local businesses, then you can just go straight to that page. You don't have to go to my website and then figure out how to get there. No, just go straight to that page, right? So let me grab that and share that in the comments, because I don't think I put that in there this morning, but I want you guys to have that, right? Especially those of you who already have marketing teams, which is cool. Now you just take this checklist and ask your marketing team to go over this checklist. Hey, let me know how many of these things do we already have in place? How many of those things do we need to add? How much is it going to cost us? Is this something that we can do ourselves? Or do we need to hire someone like Local Biz Marketing Pros, right? So there's a link to our free checklist, and you will see that you can literally, this is what the landing page looks like, right? Let me just show y'all this. So this is what it means when it says a landing page. So I'm going to refresh this page. So I can send you to my website, or if you're asking for some free tips on how to get better with your online marketing, I can send you straight here and say, hey man, go download our free guide, right? You get the free guide and a video series comes with it when you opt in for the free guide, right? And then if you scroll down, you'll see that, okay, boom. If I click on this button, it's going to open up a pop-up But if I try to leave the site, it's going to also open up a pop-up. Hey, don't forget, download your free checklist. Ask for your name, email address, and phone number. So that's what we're talking about. Do you have systems in place, right, that will allow you to do these things? So let's see. So we talked about the landing page, ways to create landing page, have you have someone code one for you, or when you have the home-based business marketing system, sales and marketing system, we give you these templates so that it's easy for you to get your landing pages up and running. You bounce lead pages, Insta pages. These are some other platforms that you can use. Always be sure to answer this question. What do they get out of it, right? What's in it for me as the prospect? You have to get in the habit of solving other people's problems, because the best way to prove that you can solve someone's problem is to actually solve it. And once you solve their problems, some of these smaller problems, then they'll hire you to solve some of the big problems, right? Tactic number 4, give away lead magnets, right? We've been talking about this a good deal. Your lead magnet needs to be valuable enough to convince someone to give you their name and email address, right? So tactic number 5, do a giveaway, right? And I'm rushing through this because we went over this in video number 1. So you guys can go to the YouTube channel and research email marketing from last week, and you'll see that video. But you can do giveaways. That's another way to grab someone's name. The way it works is simple. In order to sign up for the giveaway, they must first give you their email address. Now, I'm a big fan of collecting email addresses as well as phone numbers, right? Because now consumers are more on their phones and they're more apt to read a text message than they are to go to check their emails, right? You can give away tons of free stuff, right? So number 6, run Facebook lead ads, right? I'm running a Facebook lead ad right now on my Financial Health Mentor page. And basically all it is a video, Facebook Live that I did last week on the best way to increase your cash flow, right? So you can run Facebook lead ads. Facebook has over 2.5 billion active monthly users. You can target very specific audiences. This ability to target very specific audience allows you to connect with your ideal customer. By using lead ads, you minimize the amount of work someone must do in order to get on your email list. Number 7, right? So this is where we left off last week. Number 7, we're doing 13 tactics, right? So hang in there with me. Utilize content upgrades, right? So what is a content upgrade? First, you create a highly valuable piece of content, such as an in-depth blog post, for instance. In my case, these video trainings that I do, my monthly webinars and stuff like that, right? Then you create an upgrade that accompanies that blog post. So, hey, I can give you a short, quick, sweet video on email marketing, right? And then I can say, if you want the in-depth 13 tactics, go ahead and put in your name and email address, and you get my 2-part series on the 13 tactics to creating a building an email list fast, right? The reason content upgrades work so well for list building is that you're not interrupting the content experience like you do with a pop-up, right? It makes sense for them to download your content upgrades. It's critical that the upgrade add additional value to the content they're already reading or they are already watching, right? So if I did a 3 to 5 minute video on email marketing and then offered people the ability to go and get a 2-hour breakdown on email marketing, then that's additional value, right? In other words, you must come at the subject from a different angle, cover additional material that you didn't cover in the original content, create something that supplements the original content. One of the easiest content upgrades to create is a checklist that summarizes the blog post, right? Tactic number 8, create a free tool. This is another way that you can build an email list, right? Giving people access to a free tool. And there are tons of free softwares that you can use as giveaways, right? You just got to know where to look. For example, CoSchedule, Headline Analyzer, HubSpot, Website Grader, SEO Firms, Website SEO Audit, Real Estate Agents, How Much Is Your House Worth? These are free tools, right, that you give away. We give away a free website audit at Local Biz Marketing Pros. We give away a free marketing strategy session where we build a marketing plan for you, right? You can create a tool for almost any industry. If you're a fitness trainer, you can create a tool that helps someone evaluate how fit they are. If you're a retirement planner, you can create a tool that helps people determine how much they need to save. If you're a marriage counselor, you can create a marriage strength grader, right? You can easily find someone on Upwork or Fiverr to create a tool for your business. You pay them one time and you give away that tool over and over and over. And one of the things that we do, if you take our free audit, for instance, you answer these 10 questions, and then in order to get the results, you must put in your name and email address, right? Tactic number 9, create quizzes. Quizzes are another great way, right? Fantastic way to build your email list. What's your leadership style? This is the example of a quiz, right? Brought to you by Leadership IQ, right? So you ask these questions. It's a 14-question quiz, and people answer these questions in this quiz, right? Your quizzes must be related to your business in some tangible way. Your quiz should be closely tied to the objectives, desires, goals, and pain points of your ideal customer. Your goal is to get the right people to take the quiz, those who are interested in your products and services, right? There are numerous platforms that make it really easy to create quizzes. This is something that we have on the Black Biz Success app as well. Quizzer, lead quizzes, try, interact, survey, any place, and Typeform. These are all quiz platforms. Just with lead magnets, you want your quizzes to provide value to the person who takes it, right? Tactic number 10, promote your list on social media, right? What does that mean? Social media is a great way to build anything, right? Give your social media connections a compelling reason to join your list, right? Tell people on social media that you got this great free thing, right? Whether it's a free tool, free checklist, whether it is a free course, it is a mini course or whatever, you can promote that on social media, right? I've just promoted several of our tools to you guys during this podcast, right? I promoted our checklist that you can go to download on our website. Invite them to enjoy the benefits of your lead magnet. How often should you share about your email list on social media? The more value you create on social media, the more likely it is that others will listen to you and what you have to say. So, tactic number 11, add social sharing buttons on your emails. Super dope, right? Super dope. Also, add these social sharing buttons on your website and on your landing pages. So if someone goes and grabs your email list, or if someone goes and grabs your checklist, they should also be able to share your checklist landing page on their social media to have other people that they are connected to get this free checklist, right? Super, super dope. Number 1, attract new potential customers. Number 2, increases web traffic. Number 3, enhances customer experience. Make your emails so good that your readers feel compelled to share them. Again, it is all about the value that you give, ladies and gentlemen. The more value you bring to the table, the more problems you solve for people for free, the more they are willing to share your content. Period. The more value you give, right? I know a lot of people who don't agree with this. They believe that, hey, I'm going to give you the tip of the iceberg and make you buy the rest. I don't subscribe to that. I believe that I can give away the whole kit and caboodle. 90% of people never take action anyway. 10% of the people will take action. Of that 10% that take action, 50% of those people don't really have the time to execute the strategies themselves, and they will likely reach back out to you and ask you, hey, man, how much is it cost for you to do this for me? You've already built the value. They know what you're teaching works. They know your strategies work. They know that you are the expert in the space. They're going to go out and try to execute what you told them for free and realize that it's not that easy. And they're going to say, you know what? I'm just going to hire him to either do it for me, do it with me, or to teach me how to do it. That's the goal. That's the intent of value, leading with value, right? I want to give you so much value. I want to help you do the things that you can do on your own, and those things that you can't do on your own, I want you to think of me when you're ready to hire someone to do that for you or to help you do that, right? So make your emails so good that your readers feel compelled to share them, right? If you got value in those emails, they will share them. Always ask yourself, am I adding value to my readers? Point blank, period. Am I adding value to them, right? That's what I ask myself before I set up every single one of my podcasts. Is there someone who listens to the podcast regularly? Are there people in the local business space that don't understand the importance of email marketing? Can they draw value from this presentation today, right? Tactic number 12, add a link in your email signature, right? This is dope. These are little things that create massive results over time, right? Think about it. As your email list grows and you have a social share button inside of your emails, and your email list grows from 100 to 1,000, and say your emails are so good that 10% of the people who open your emails will share them. So out of 1,000 emails that go out from you, let's say you have a 10% open rate. So 100 people opened your emails. Those emails are so good that 10% of that 100 will share them. Now, 10%, that's 10 people who shared that email. Now, what happens when your email list grows from 1,000 to 10,000 and you keep those same ratios? You got a 10% open rate. So 1,000 people opens your email. You got a 10% share rate. 100 people shared your email and introduced you to more people. See, you may have paid for those people to get on your email list, but because you provided value, you didn't have to pay them to share your stuff. And when other people that they shared it with, they opt in, now they're helping you grow your list because you're helping them to the next level based on the value that you are providing. Everything comes down to relationship building, and the best way to build a relationship is to help people first before you ask them for anything. That's huge. And a lot of people don't understand how, with today's technology, you can actually help people and set that stuff up on autopilot. How many times did I talk about Local Biz Marketing Pros? How many times did I talk about the Black Biz Success Sales Opportunity System or the Home-Based Business Sales and Marketing System in this podcast? And when this podcast is done, it's living on Facebook forever. It's living on YouTube forever. And it's going to live on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart, and all the other podcasting places forever. And when someone in the future hears this, they might decide, let me go to check out localbizmarketingpros.com and see what these guys really have to offer. I'm creating a piece of content that's going to position me as the authority, right? That's going to continue to add positioning to my brand as an authority, but it's also becoming a marketing tool that works for me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And I do a podcast like this 5 days a week. This is episode 334. So you guys can imagine what lead generation looks like for me having all of these assets out there working for me. I hope this is making sense to y'all, man. I hope this is making sense. Tactic number 12, add a link in your email signature. Right now, this is one that I don't currently do. I just add a link to my website, but I can actually sell my marketing checklist through email, right? And when I say sell, that's exactly what I mean, because even though it's a free checklist, I'm basically selling it in exchange for a name, email address, and phone number, right? So you got to understand that even free isn't free. So for example, add a link to your signature that invites your readers to take a quiz you created. Add a link to a landing page where they can download your free ebook or checklist. Getting ready to sell your house? Get my free ebook on how to get the most money for it. And then the link is there. This can go in your email signature. And you never know how many people, especially if you have niched down and you're constantly working with people in your niche, be it strategic partners or whatever, and people are emailing all the time, right? If you have employees, consider having them add something similar to their email signatures. Woo-wee. Now that's fire. That's fire, right? I want you to think about this. If any of you guys are still working in corporate America and you are in any high level where you do constant communication via email, you know that your corporate law department, your corporate legal team has already put at the bottom of every email, this is confidential. If you receive this on mistake, please delete it. Well, that same system that they're using to make sure that that is at the bottom of every email, they could also make sure that there's a signature in every email that is going out that's offering a free lead magnet. Boom. And now all of their employees that are sending emails out to their customers, to their colleagues, to their clients, man, you gotta understand how that grows exponentially, the opportunities for people to be jumping on your email list. Man, that is an amazing tactic and strategy. That's dope. I am definitely going to implement that one inside of all of my email signatures, right? Tactic number 13. This is important. A/B test everything, right? So, for example, create 2 pop-ups and then test them against each other to see which generates the most email signups. Create multiple lead magnets and see which one people respond to the most. Create multiple quizzes to see which one attracts the most people. With A/B testing, your goal is to find what works best and then focus more heavily on those versions, right? Especially if you are thinking about running any type of paid advertising to anything that you're doing, right? So I'm going to spend $50 a day trying to grow my list. I want to make sure that I'm sending the traffic to a landing page that actually converts. So what I do is I create those 2 landing pages, I test them, and then when I really get enough analytics to say, you know what, this one is the best at conversion. This one converted at 12%. This one converted at 30%. So now I got this one converting at 30%. Let me send all of the paid traffic to the one that is converting the best. Is this good stuff? You guys learning anything today? Drop a 1 in the comment today if you're learning anything today, right? So how do you combine list building tactics with to get the maximum results, right? So let me hit this, and then we're going to be out of here, man. Combine list building tactics for maximum success. What does that mean? What does that look like? Building your email list requires hard work, but it's well worth it. So get to work building your list. Combine as many of these tactics and techniques and tactics so you can, and as you can, and watch your list grow rapidly. So thanks for being part of this presentation. So when I say combine these tactics, right, what am I doing right now? I'm combining content marketing. I'm creating content right now. And I'm talking about how you can go to my website and grab some of these free lead magnets, right? I'm posting in the comments links to some of these lead magnets. So I'm giving you value verbally via this podcast. But I'm also talking about some of the tools and resources that we offer. And you can go check out the website and you can grab some of these free tools and resources, right? Every single day, you should be deploying some of these tactics and strategies, right? This is an amazing a way to grow your list, right? Some of these tactics, right? I just got this presentation. Some of these tactics, I'm not even deploying myself, right? But I'm certainly going to add into my email signatures an opt-in link for my lead magnet, either the free assessment, our free audit, or our free lead magnet, right? These things are dope. Now, how many of you guys would like to get a free resource right now that there's a source for you to get these lead magnets from, right? Give me a 2 in the comment if you want me to drop in a link to a free resource where you can go get some free credits right now. You can go get some free ebooks, some free articles, some free checklists, some free downloads right now in multiple industries that you could use as lead magnets right now, right? Cynthia Green, welcome to the stream. She said, yes, she dropped the 2. So let me show you guys this. We got about 4 minutes, right? So let me put the link in here first. One second. All right. I'll put the link in the comments, right? That is a link to one of my favorite PLR sites, right? If you don't know what PLR stands for, it stands for private label rights. And what that means is when you own private label rights to something, that means you have the right to put your name on it as the author. You have the right to edit it as you see fit. You have the right to put your face on the cover if it's an ebook, for instance. You have the right to do whatever you want to do with it, right? As long as it's legal, ethical, and moral, right? You don't have a right to scam people with this content, right? But there are ebooks there. There are presentations there. There are articles there. There are affirmations and reflections. There are graphics there. There are courses there, right? You could literally go and find the lead magnet. Let me just show y'all this one. Let me do this. Let me do this, right? Because I'm actually going to do another webinar, a content creation webinar, where I show this. So when you click on that link, you'll go to a site that looks just like this. And I'm going to look at the products. So here are all the categories, right, that are that you can get lead magnet material from. So anxiety and depression. So if you're a mental health counselor or specialist, then you can get these free lead magnets. Anxiety, confidence. If you are a business coach or mentor, then you get these lead magnets in the business. If you're a career coach, you got careers and jobs. If you're a relationship coach, or you're in a relationship business, you have dating and relationships, goal setting, inspiration, meditation, money management, motivation, passion, natural health, parenting, saving and investment, self-improvement, stress, success and wealth, time management, weight loss and fitness, right? And I just realized that I wasn't showing my screen. So these are all the products in all of these different categories. So what happens is when you go click on that link that I put in the description, you can get 12 free credits. Now, you might be saying, well, what does 12 free credits get me, Cortez? It's usually enough to get at least one ebook. Now, some of the ebooks are more in-depth, lots more content, but usually 12 free credits can get you one ebook. You take that one ebook, go into Canva, create you a cover, put your face on it, rename it, rebrand it, read through it. If it doesn't jive with some of your teachings and your strategies, you can alter that content, make it your own, and now you got a free ebook. What I would recommend that you do, though, is that based on the industry that you're in, you go ahead and look at their bundles, right? So I buy bundles in the area of business and marketing. And then that bundle might have 4 ebooks. It might have 30 articles. It might have 15 affirmations and reflections. It might have 2 courses or 2 slide decks. Like, you can buy bundles and you can get tons of content that you can use for your marketing, right? Amazing opportunity for you. If you're trying to learn how to use social media, one of the things that's required to be successful in growing your brand on social media is value-based content. And sometimes it's not as easy as people think to come up with good content that provides value. Well, you can use private label rights material to come up with some of the content, put your own spin on it, teach it, and man, it's a game changer, man. It's a game changer. So I appreciate you guys, as always, coming on. For those of you who are local to the St. Louis market, tomorrow we got the SCL Hustle podcast, and we're going to be doing our mock ballot tomorrow because, the primary election is coming up for local elections in the St. Louis market. So we'll be talking about who's running, what proposals are on the ballot. This weekend, this Friday, we also have an amazing couple coming on to talk about how they're building an empire from junk. Who'd have thunk it, right? So make sure y'all stay tuned to the show. If you have not already officially liked any of the pages that you're seeing this on, if you have not already shared this with other people, then do yourself a favor by sharing it. Now I know you're saying, well, Jez, we doing you a favor if you're sharing. No, you're doing yourself a favor, because the law of reciprocity says what you put out and what you do for others will be done to you. So you want people to share your content. You want people to like and engage your content, then you have to do that for other people. So I appreciate you guys for all tuning in. Until I talk to you next time, I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. So hustle up. But you've got to overcome fear if you're going to win.
You're tuned into the Cortez Hustle Show. Please like and subscribe.